First you flick this switch, then this switch. That activates it. Then you push this button. Now, whatever you do, don't push this button. Now. I'm Groot. No! How's that even possible? Which button is the button you're supposed to push? Point to it. No!
Hey, you're making him nervous!
Shut up!
Everything is so low information, so low brainwave that libs do. It is so low IQ. And Donald Trump, talking about low IQ, Maxine Waters. A reminder that Maxine Waters is somebody, because now let's move on to Democrat insurrection. There's a Democrat insurrection actively ongoing. We have lots of footage from it. It's happening right now. At the Department of Education, Democrats are trying to storm the Department of Education, harassing federal security, fighting with federal security. And a reminder of who the person leading this is Maxine Waters. She's like 87 years old. She's the most corrupt member of Congress. That's hard data. She's been named the most corrupt member of Congress by a nonprofit that looks into her, that has looked into her banking and backgrounds. She's like worse than Nancy Pelosi. Donald Trump said of Maxine Waters, she's a very low IQ person. And please pop this up. Thank you very much. Congressman Maxine Waters, extremely low IQ person, has become, together with Nancy Pelosi, the face of the Democrat Party. She just called for harm to my supporters, of which there are many. Make America great again. Be careful what you wish for, Max, says Donald Trump in 2018. Here's the clip. We have this, the original Maxine Waters call for violence. Here's the clip. You might recall this. What I'm telling you here, ladies and gentlemen, is we're living in a flat circle timeline. She's back to her old ways. Here was Maxine Waters in 2018.
Let's stay the course. Let's make sure we show up wherever we have to show up. And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
So Maxine Waters, in what is a overt call to violence and a threat against her political enemies, which was followed through, by the way, during the BLM protests that were funded by USAID. Here's some footage of that. There you go. Did you know that USAID, we've been going off on the USAID, did you know that they funded BLM to do this to your city and my city? They certainly did this in my neighborhood. I lived in a very poor neighborhood of Washington, D.C. at this time during these riots. This was done with your federal tax dollars. This was the instruction of Maxine Waters being followed through on. You want to talk about true insurrection. Here it is happening in front of the Department of Education. So here we go. Here's the setup. Democrats right now are in front of the Department of Education. There's a bunch of members of Congress and very low IQ, very low functioning, but they're harassing this guy, the man in the brown shirt, tan shirt with the collar. This poor individual is blocking the access to Democrats who wish to storm the Department of Education in order to, I guess, take it over. There's a federal building. The federal building is privilege of the president. This is within the executive branch, falls under the executive branch. They're presumably storming the Department of Education because President Trump is planning an executive order to shut the building down. So what they want to do is they want to stage like a sit-in, I guess, to stop Trump from doing that. Like, what world do these people, where do they live exactly? Like it's like you're watching dinosaurs trying to like crawl out of the mud as the meteorite is like striking the earth. They don't live in the modern era. They don't understand how utterly powerless, how unpopular they are, how there won't be any media to protect them. Their layer of protection has been atomized. How there's nothing left between us, the American people, and seeing their overt corruption. And we are actually in favor. The vast majority of the American people are in favor of the government shutting down entire departments like the Department of Education. You know who's also in favor of this? The teachers' unions. Randy Weingarten of the teachers' union has met with Trump, and she released a statement how she wants the Department of Education to be shut down. How education should go back to the states. It's an insane timeline that we're living in. But here are Democrats out front of the Department of Education trying to stage an insurrection right now. Maxine Waters harassing, threatening a federal employee. I look forward to the charges. We hear from little birdies inside of the district attorney's office in D.C. that laws may be broken here. Let's see.
Look them in the eye. Come on, hold your face up. Look at him. Let him see you. This is him. Look at it. What's your name? Tell us your name. Give me that ID again.
Giving you the ID, I showed it to you.
So what?
I showed you the ID.
You do what?
I showed you the ID.
Could you let me see the ID again? Huh?
No.
No? Will someone else ask him for the ID? Will you ask him for it? He won't let me see it again. You didn't see it.
I haven't seen it.
They didn't see it.
Okay. So what you're doing there is you're taking a federal employee who answers to Donald Trump and you're harassing him and doxing him on camera. Now, with longer footage of this, let's make sure that we load that up. I want to play the full clip here of what's been happening. Democrats ambush Department of Education. But I absolutely see the rationale for charges to be brought against Maxine Waters here. And, of course, her banking scandals and money laundering and many of the other things that she's done that are totally completely criminal. Ladies and gentlemen, that alone, that clip alone, should catch Maxine Waters a case. Okay, here we go. Here was the storming of the education department. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Do they know that we are here? Max, ask the question again. That's important.
Were you told, are you making this decision to stand in front of this door on your own behalf, on behalf of the Department of Education, or were you told to come out here and block members of Congress from going to the desk?
I'm doing my job.
So everybody's
What is that? We're doing our jobs.
We're trying to save your
We're doing our
It's
jobs.
non-responsive.
Show them your ID. Were you told to stand here, or did you decide to stand here and block members of Congress from entering the Department of Education?
to federal buildings.
We're allowed in there.
So a private security contractor
Do you know who
is
members of Congress
blocking
are?
members of
We're all
Congress.
members of Congress.
Maybe he doesn't understand. Do you
A private
understand who
security
members of Congress are?
contractor is making the decision to block members of Congress from a public access entrance.
I don't think he knows.
You have the authority
what
as a
Congress
private
is or
security
what we do.
contractor to block members of Congress. That has been knighted and granted to you.
You have to at least let us go to the desk.
Yeah.
Sending the goons out.
As many
Oh
decorations as you
my,
want.
look at
Nothing's going
that.
to change.
Who told
They
you to
sending the
do
goons
this?
out.
Open the door.
I see you now.
So do you understand who members of Congress
I
are?
got it, yeah.
Well,
And you don't
who
care.
are we then?
I got the job to do.
You don't care.
We have a job to do.
We're not dangerous people. We're not, I don't know, security. There are no thieves and thugs out here. We're members of Congress. We're parents. We're teachers.
Each of us.
There's our ID, right there.
We were elected to do this.
This is our
I've
job.
never seen one of
This is
those.
our job. We're doing our job.
Oh wow.
You're securing this building against who?
Members of Congress.
Who are you
The people.
protecting in
Against
there?
members of the people's
So
house
this is the
represent the
beginning of
people.
full transparency of this administration.
That's right.
The administration that talked about they're going to open the doors to all of these things and show the American public what is going on. They won't
Transparency.
even open the door to this building to
Go to the
members of
visitor's
Congress.
desk.
Or
We are
anyone.
not posing any threat here.
Not
No, we are not
whatsoever.
dangerous people. We have not done
won't even
anything.
let us
We're
talk to
trying
the
to
Department of
request a
Education.
meeting, and they have a private security contractor who on his own is making decisions on behalf of the Department of Education.
We are members of
Congressman
Congress
Hayes,
at the
what you're saying is they're
all-access
not,
entrance.
they allow billionaires and his minions to come in
I don't
to
know
this
who
building.
he is. I don't know who he is, but I know who I am. And I'm a member of Congress with oversight responsibilities trying to request a meeting, and a private security contractor is not allowing me to enter the building.
They allow billionaires to go in this
at the
building, but not the
all-access
people's representatives.
entrance.
They
The
allow billionaires
all-access
and their cronies to go in, but not, there's a lack of transparency here. The members of Congress, the people's representatives are not allowed in. This is not transparent.
They're locking our kids out. Well, not only are they not letting us in, now they've called the Department of Homeland Security. We are members of Congress here to talk with the Department of Education, and they're treating
the kids deserve to have us go in and fight for them.
This is appalling.
Children of this country deserve that battle.
This is a public institution. This is not Russia. Let the camera see him. Let the camera see him. This man here. Contractor.
We are members of Congress.
Come in.
They're blocking
I want you
us.
to see this man here, who is a federal employee. He told us.
He's not.
Are you a federal employee?
No.
Huh?
Yes.
No, he said he's a federal employee. We pay him. We raise money to make sure that we have a Department of Education. Everybody that's hired at the Department of Education are here because we pay for them to be here. He's standing here today, blocking the door, and he can't give us a good reason why he's blocking this door.
Make sure they see right here, all access entrance.
Well, and I think it should be clear to parents in the United States, if you want to advocate on behalf of your children, you are not allowed to come into this building where you pay taxes. Parents who have children who are disabled, access is being blocked. You voted for members of Congress to advocate on behalf of your children with disabilities, for young women who have been victims of sexual assault in our classrooms, on our school grounds. Members of OCR are fighting for your children. We are not allowed in the building to talk to them. We are not allowed to advocate on behalf of America's children. America, we have a problem.
Now, everybody stand back.
All right, so this is the Department of Education. You've got members.
Like a live feed from the short bus, like the back of the short bus. Like that's what's going on. This is like Democrat members of Congress like trying to actually show us that they should be legally required to wear helmets to work. That they probably can't breathe air unaided. Have you ever seen a larger group of imbeciles like standing around like, let us into this building? Why? Cause your children. Whose children? What are you talking about? It's a federal building. You don't have jurisdiction here. This poor man. Give this man right here. Give this man the Medal of Honor. I need an immediate petition to give this individual the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Look what they did the meme again. Look at this poor man. They did the meme again. They called DHS agents on him. They actually called federal security on these members of Congress. I'm texting right now with lawyers who have been appointed by President Trump inside of the D.C. District Attorney's Office. And they're saying that they are currently reviewing laws that may have been broken with the harassment of that poor federal employee right there. Find that man. I want to buy that man dinner. I'm going to get that man a nice steak and a bourbon. That poor man. Here's another meme. These are the memes that are popping up all over. Is the big brain versus small brain. These are other members of Congress. I could watch this all day. Look at this. They did the meme again. Look at this poor individual. Somebody find me who that guy, I don't want to dox him like Democrats did. I want to buy him a steak tonight. That poor man. Standing there for all of us, obviously, doing the cat meme. Ashley, where is the cat meme? I want the full cat meme, because we've been documenting all of this. In the meltdowns, the full series of meltdowns. This has been happening on every front. Of course, this is something that is very popular with the American people. Washington Post running with this headline this morning. I mean, obviously this is because hundreds of thousands of federal employees were sent resignation letters by the Trump administration, and hundreds of thousands of federal employees are planning on taking those resignation letters. You don't understand, do you? Let's read the headline from the Washington Post this morning. Trump 2.0. Read this with me. And let me know in the comment section, let me know in the chat, if you agree with this. The Washington Post is writing this as a screeching screed to try and shock you. They don't understand. You're making our day. Trump 2.0. The most damaging 2 weeks in presidential history. Trump's second term is all about curtailing the government's power and reach. Yes! This is what... Show him, Klein. This is what we voted for. This is it. This is your country. You live inside of a red kingdom. You live inside of a country that voted for this. 70 to 80% of the country agrees with you. They want this to happen. They're cheering from the rafters. Democrats are living on a different planet. They're the dinosaurs that don't understand the meteorite's already hit and they're done. They're finished. You've seen it in every single congressional hearing. No. Ashley, I just need the one that we made, the last version of it. Please. Get me the last version of it. We've seen it in every hearing. There we go. Thank you. Look at this. This is the face of the dinosaurs not realizing they're going extinct. And there's like 20 other examples. Here's a new one. The one with Cash I like. They don't understand. This was particularly special with Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders. You know, Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders, they've always lived under this protection mechanism of the media will keep the grift up. You'll be able to lie to the American people that you're some type of champion for populism, and anti-corruption. And in real time, during these RFK nomination hearings and Kash Patel nomination hearings that we all were live for and watching together, we were able to expose their big pharma dollars. We were able to expose the amount of money these people were taking from USAID, the amount of money they were taking from healthcare corporations, pharmaceutical vaccine companies, and now they're all being destroyed. It's an incredible timeline. Hegseth is a great one. Let's get the Hegseth. Poor Hegseth. It really is the battle of civilization. The alpha chads who stare versus the unhappy, hysterical, over-medicated cat women who don't understand that their days are over. Your days of power are over. No one's scared of you, Maxine Waters. In fact, Maxine Waters may catch a case for what she's doing right now. That is really scary. This is an unedited photo, not AI. My producer's saying, not AI. Incredible. So Democrats are angry. Oh, wow, we've got it updated. Okay. So our promise to you is that we will keep this updated. It may be hundreds by the time we're done. The cat lady versus the alpha chad who stares. Goodness gracious.